For my entire life, I've been battling my own thoughts, and perhaps you have too. With any accomplishment that I've ever made in my entire life, I've always had this voice inside of my head that's just saying it's not good enough, or I don't deserve it, or I'm unworthy of it. Want to lose weight? You've already tried 846 times. Why would this time be any different? You know you don't have the willpower. Want to start a business? You don't know anything about running a company. You're not as smart as those business guys. In a new relationship and she hasn't responded to your snap for 10 minutes? You're not a stud, dude. She knows it and she's just playing you for attention. No girl would want you. Keep dreaming. Can anyone relate? Odds are you do, and odds are you're fighting a war in your mind before you do anything. So let's get you out of your own head and off the beaten path. And I'll be honest, most of you need this video, or at least I know that I did. At an early age, I learned to disregard my skills and capabilities. If I had an idea, it wasn't good. If I won an award, anyone could have. If I had an opinion, it was wrong. If I won a race, it's because my competition sucked. So even when I would win, it was due to my inadequacy. Now I know so many of you guys right now are just like, oh my God, this is me. Like he's in my head, I do this. And the question is why? Well, we all have this internal dialogue that's just always assuming things about others, about ourselves, about our own capabilities to do something. And the key thing that I have learned over my struggles of not feeling good enough is you are not your thoughts. Those thoughts are thoughts, and you are you. The best example of this concept was in a book that I read called The Untethered Soul. But the main concept that I took away was, I'm not Jackson, because they asked me in the book, it was like, who are you, right? I'm not Jackson. That's just 7 letters that like makes me recognizable to others, right? Well, I'm a son, I'm a YouTuber, I'm a coach. No, I am the conscious awareness within Jackson. This means that I can separate myself from my internal chatter, my thoughts. Because you see, I think for many of us, we've put up with this internal chatter for so long that we just start to believe it. It's in our proximity so much whenever we're just listening to what our mind has to say about everything that we do, and it's always discouraging us. Therefore, we start to literally believe it. And God forbid you fall down or fail at something, it's just emphasizing your belief in that. When we see enough of people's posts on Instagram and their new Ferrari and their shredded 6-pack and all this stuff, all of their highlight reels, what eventually happens is we start to compare their highlight reels to our behind the scenes. And when you recognize all these things, your mind starts to go, see, I told you, you're not good enough, you're not good enough, and your mind is just trying to just bash you in the face with a blunt object. It's almost like our mind is out to get us, unless we know how to beat the chatter. So how have I overcome this over the years? How do we beat that crippling self-talk in our head? Truth is, you don't. I'm always battling those limiting beliefs, but there's a key distinction today versus the past several years of my life that makes how I handle this and how you're going to handle this much more productive and much more effective. Your brain needs proof that those thoughts are inadequate. No affirmations will get you anywhere. The proof is in the pudding. You can't lie to yourself. You know the truth, and when your mind is trying to reinforce that you are a nobody, you've quite literally just got to shut it up. And the only way to shut it up, get started. Want to start a YouTube channel? It's too saturated. The barrier to entry is just too high. The algorithm this, the algorithm that. Start, fall down, make mistakes, learn, start the channel, make progress, grow the channel, belief disproven. Want to lose weight? I can't do 30 minutes of cardio, my heart would explode. It would be so tough, so bad. I can't track my food, that's so foreign to me, and I feel like it's just gonna be so hard. Try, fail, binge a couple times, put on weight, hop back on, meet your long-term goal, belief disproven, you did it. When you do these things, that's what proves to your brain that you aren't inadequate. The only thing most of you guys have is hope. But what your brain needs is evidence. How do you stop this self-talk? You've got to build an arsenal of weapons in your mind to be able to fight off those voices in your head. You've got to count your wins. You've got to give yourself credit. You've got to commit to something and do it. And then when you start doing that, your brain is like, wow, like he's actually not a loser. It's always going to be a fight. You're always going to have these voices in your head telling you that you're not good enough. Everything you do, every idea you have, you're going to try to take a dump on it in your head. And while I think hope is great, hope is what keeps us going, hope is what gives us faith in the future, proof is far greater. So remember a few things. 1, separate yourself from your thoughts. Understand that you have the power to own how you react to your thoughts and be proactive about it instead of being reactive and thinking that those thoughts are always accurate and those thoughts are you. They are not. Number 2, give your mind some proof. Focus on winning the battles along the way instead of winning the war. You will never win the war of eliminating these beliefs and repressing them if you don't focus on each battle along the way. All those wins adding up over time is what shifts your identity, is what gets rid of those beliefs in your head. Your brain needs the proof, my friends. And number 3, you're not alone. Everyone struggles with this. I don't care if it's your favorite influencer. I don't care if you think I don't. I do heavily. Don't think that when I'm making this video, I don't have these thoughts in my mind of like, Jackson, you don't have this figured out. Jackson, you can't help anybody on YouTube. You don't know what you're talking about. I always have these thoughts in my mind, right? I just have built large weaponry to be able to fight those thoughts off. And I've proved that they are not true and they're still here. They're just so much quieter than they used to be. You're never gonna get away from them. So wear it like armor and win the fight daily. And look, I know this was kind of a cut and dry video for you guys, but this is something that I needed to tell you because I know how much I've struggled with it in the past. And if you guys can just understand this and stop being so hard on yourself, you are so dope. Like, I know it sounds so weird to say that, and like, I know you don't actually believe me right now, but like, you are absolutely sick. You are awesome, right? You just have to give yourself evidence in your brain to support that. My identity is different than yours, right? Maybe you don't want to be seen as the fit guy who does YouTube and he plays guitar and he likes to wear tight pants, right? It's like, I like that, but you've got to fit your mental image, and you deserve to fit your mental image. You are worthy of fitting your mental image. And matter of fact, you are chosen to fit your mental image. I want you guys to remember that this week, because you don't need to be listening to those thoughts in your head. You are capable of amazing things. And no, I am not trying to be a motivational speaker. I am a realist, and you guys are dope. You need to hear it from somebody. And if you don't have enough people telling you, just know that I think you're dope. And the only difference between you being dope and not being dope in your own eyes is you believing it. How do you believe it? Prove it. So on that note, guys, you know I love you. You know that you're my YouTube fam, and I'm so excited to be able to have all of you in my life. So excited to be in your life. And if you're new here, don't be afraid to like and subscribe down below. I'd love to have you a part of this community. And if you're looking to change your life massively, you're looking to fit your mental image, lose the weight, change your habits drastically, and become the person that you have always wanted to be, your super self, click that first link down below and book a call. I'd love to be your coach. So let's make this a great week, and I'm gonna leave you like I leave you every single video. Let's keep getting better together, and let's keep on grinding. See you guys in the next one. Peace out.